G'day and welcome back to Duckzilla Gaming and Farming Simulator 22 here on Riverview. So we are going to continue on with our series here and we are continuing on with our harvest. So the first two episodes, we concentrated with harvesting our first two fields over here, and we're going to continue on with field 3 and 4, which is actually numbers field 7 and 8 over here with the harvester here ready to go. We've finished ploughing up field what's this one here? Field 9, and we've just got to remove the stones from that, and then we are going to be ready for seeding. So we've also got to put some lime down, so we've got to do that as well. But in the meantime, we're going to get on with the harvesting. So we're going to harvest here, and then we'll look at finishing off field 9. Field 10, we have to finish ploughing that in. We're going to have to lime that one, I think, and also de-stone. And then we'll discover what we need to do for fields 7 and 8. But anyway, let's get going. All right, so our field of choice today is a sorghum crop. So we're going to be pulling off our sorghum, and then that gives us a good stead going. Now, we did talk about putting in a buying station in relation to being able to buy our lime and everything else, where it's provided in the asylum. We just pay for it to be provided via that. And we have installed that now. That was $20,000. It is a mod by Stevie. So we've installed that, so that's ready to go. It's been placed in the farm, so when we are ready to do our lime and fertilizer and everything else, we can just fill up on the farm itself without having to go get bags and all that sort of stuff. So we are good to go in that regards as well. We haven't done anything else other than that off camera. So we are at a status quo from where we were in the last two episodes. Apart from just finishing off the ploughing on one field, we did a little bit of ploughing on field 10 as well, just to prep that up. So effectively now with that, we could, in fact, what we will do, we will actually get him started while we're manually harvesting. So bear with me 2 seconds. We're just going to get this guy up and running. So we'll just put the hired hand on here and get this ploughed in, and then it gives us another job that's been done. Right, so there we go. So he's off and running as well. Excellent. So I hope everyone is doing well. We're quite happy and excited to be on a new map. I mean, even though our other two series, Elm Creek and Hawk Bill, are on there, they're not that far gone, but it is nice to have different scenery. So hopefully you also appreciate the fact that you've got another series to watch with FS22. Like I said, we'll make a determination as to whether the FS19 series lasts much longer with Pine Cove and Ningen Farms. That's all, like I said before, dependent upon views and interactions and all that sort of stuff. Some people are enjoying watching it still, but we'll just see how things go. Anyway, most important part is we are just going to continue on with bringing you content on a daily basis. Well, that's the plan anyway. So, all right. So the old top liner is doing well so far. I mean, mind you, it should do, because it's only done 2.5 bit field now. But we'll get this through. And obviously we're not going to need, as I did mention this before, we're not going to need really big equipment at the moment for this series and this farm. We will most likely go to more modern equipment, but it's certainly not going to be the biggest and best equipment that's available. So we're not going to have a fleet of quad tracks or road tracks or anything like that. Now, I can't guarantee there's going to be no Class Arion, because I mean, everyone knows that's my go-to. But certainly there's no need for bringing out all the Class 8900 combines or the big 9Ts or the big New Holland T9 or anything like that. We don't really need to go that big, although if we do get some of the bigger equipment, so slightly bigger seeders and plows, cultivators or whatever else, we do need to up the capability of our tractors, but a lot of the mediums can still do that, or we can get the smaller of the large tractors to deal with that. They don't have to be the biggest and the strongest. So, like for instance, we could also just get the class area on 4,000, for instance, not the 5,000 turbo or whatever else. So anyway, we'll cross that bridge as we come to it. But like I said, we're not going to go out and get into debt and all that sort of stuff. We're going to be quite frugal with our spending and just sort of make sure that we can support ourselves going forward. Now, I would envisage we won't be looking at getting any animals on the farm for at least probably 1 or 2 full cycles. So that means 2 full harvest cycles of the crops, just to ensure that we've got crops available. I do need to install, I do need to look at getting some silage going. How I do that, I don't know, but I'm probably more than likely to put in a silage production silo, one of Stevie's models, to assist us with that. But I'll have a look at that probably after the next episode in relation to doing that. So we'll have to look at that one a little bit later, but that's probably the most likely scenario. All right. So getting on nicely through here. I think he's stuck. I think he got stuck at the end, or either he's done that or determined he's not going any further. I didn't see a message saying he's finished. Let's go back and see what he's doing. Yeah, I'd say he just thought he was finished. So, not very good of him. We'll just finish off that little section there. Spins wheels, right. And this is what I mean. So this tractor here isn't quite strong enough for this plough. So that itself brings a problem. But what I might do is, instead of going up downs, I might just see how he goes doing north-south runs. So we'll just set him up. And we'll come back to him later. Just as long as he gets the majority of it done, I don't really care how he does it. All right. That's one of the advantages with having, or the disadvantage of not having Courseplay, because Courseplay you really could put them on a field and set and forget. But anyway, we'll see how things go. Then again, it wouldn't have changed the fact that he doesn't have the grunt to get up and over that hill. I mean, that's a 240 horsepower tractor. The plough requires 200 horsepower, but obviously that slope is just enough that it causes problems. All right. Another loop almost done. And then we start doing north-south runs. Oh, sorry, we'll do east-west runs. 58% in the bin. So we'll be looking at offloading our first load of sorghum probably in a couple of runs. We have the tractor there ready to go. Should be fine with that. All right. Away we go again. So probably one of the things we will do is we'll definitely look at upgrading the combine. That'll probably will be one of the early things to upgrade. Just with slightly bigger headers, and it doesn't not very big. I mean, we don't want huge headers because we're not going to be able to get through. We're going to have more trouble getting around the farms. Slightly bigger header, but slightly bigger capacity as well. So, I mean, effectively at the moment, we could get a combine that could do the whole field in one run, which is fine. But then you need bigger trailers and all that sort of stuff as well. So, I'm sort of torn, I guess, in a way, in relation to that. But, I mean, certainly for the moment, in this cash-strapped environment we're in, Deutz-Fahr is fine for that at the moment. But it's certainly one thing we will look at upgrading. Like something like a Tucano or something like that. There are a few more modern options that'll operate a little bit quicker, more effectively, and that's what we're going to look at doing, something a little bit more modern and more effective operation. Not so much anything larger, just more effective, quicker in its operating all that kind of stuff. So they're the sort of options. He's continuing on with the ploughing, so he's doing okay. So 77 percentile. We've probably got another 2 runs in us before we need to look at offloading. In fact, what I might do is I might actually just take that tractor, when we do have to offload, I'll take that tractor up and we'll swap it over with the bigger trailer. Just because it's going to help us with the offload. We're not going to make that much of a difference. Just means we can do things a bit better. I do need to get an overloader, an auger wagon, because that's just going to be handy to have. So we will look at getting one of those. That's one thing we haven't got on the farm. But I mean, apart from that, insofar as equipment goes, we've got pretty much everything. The other thing we haven't got is a baler, in case we decide to do any baling. Although I can't see myself doing any baling at the moment. I don't really need to do any baling, so I don't know. I might just leave that be at the moment. I'll worry about the baler. But we've got all the grass care equipment we need except for a roller. We do need, actually that's what we need. We need a roller. We need a roller for our field work and a roller for our grass work, so we'll have to look at investing in one of those. And that's going to be sooner rather than later. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll look at that when we've finished this run, I think. We'll order one of them up, purchase it. We're only going to get the smaller roller because we don't need anything huge, and it's quite effective. I think it's the Gutner or whatever the brand was. I can't remember now. And we'll get the larger version of that, and that'll be fine. That'll be more than sufficient for us. Okay. As you can see, we've done over halfway of the field, and still falls within the first load of the combine. And there we go. Right, I'm going to put pipe out. He's going all right. He's doing okay there. All right, so we're going to grab this guy here. And I'm going to head back up to the farm and swap over these trailers, like I said. And then we'll be right back and offload the combine. And one thing about this farm, and the farm layout itself, ladies and shed-wise, I didn't change that at all. So this is as per Cavalier Royce base setup. It's only the animal pens and that we changed around. So that's not changing, and it gives us a huge amount of storage capability. So storage is certainly not a problem for the moment. So it's good. But our only problem is going to be getting all the equipment to fill up the sheds. No, I'm joking. Right. So we've got our Rudolph trailer. We'll head back down and we'll offload combine now. And hopefully this thing's got enough stick in it to take the full trailer up the hill into the silo. Go to the field and to the waiting. All right. So while we're offloading there, as I said, we'll go to the store and we'll have a look for the rollers. Grasslink, yes. Where are they? There's windrowers. Grasslink, yeah. Oh, there it is there. All right. So this is the one we're talking about, the Gutler. So the Gutler Mare. So there's two options. There's the 640 and the 820. The 820 is the 8.2 meter, and the 640 is the 6.4 meter. And I'm going to go the bigger one because it's only 17 grand with a 3 grand difference, and we just might as well. It's a nice, quick operating thing. Only needs 60 horsepower, so it's any of the tractors can deal with that, not a problem. So that is tickety boo. Oops, no, we don't want to buy two of them. Back. All right, now have a look at the sales. See what's changed. Now, remember, we did talk about this was an option. I'm still thinking about it because... No, that's right. We decided it wasn't because it was 300 horsepower requirement, wasn't it? So, yeah, we don't need that. Anyway, the mower now available. It's quite cheap. Oh, pardon me. But we've got a mower, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so there we go. 8,500 litres, 45%. So we can take 2 full loads of the combine into this tractor and trailer combination. So much more capability. Whoops. Pipe in, and we'll activate, and we'll continue on. So the advantage obviously being now we don't have to wait for the tractor and trailer to go up and offload and all that sort of stuff, noting that we're not going to use so many hired hands. Just leave it and wait there. Okay. We'll do racetracks now to finish off. Alrighty, and off we go again. Right. So make sure you let me know down below whether you're happy with having a new series on the channel. So let me know whether you prefer to have Riverview added in, or whether you'd prefer... Well, I could say something else, but there's not that many maps to choose from at the moment. But certainly, are you pleased and happy that we've got 3 different options to watch from FS22 for the channel? If you're not, then let me know and tell me why. If you'd rather see something else, then of course let me know. And as I've always said, if there's a game or anything in particular you want to see on the channel, then let me know and we'll see what we can do. But we will be obviously concentrating on FS22 as our primary content. The indefinite period at the moment. So, but a maximum of 3 series at the moment is probably what we're going to be stuck with. Depends on what comes out map-wise. We may go to 4. But yeah, we'll see. I was contemplating, Stevie has done an Elm Creek edit, and he's about to do another touch-up release of that. And it is a very good edit, as you'd expect from Stevie. But noting I'm already doing Elm Creek, I've sort of resisted to jump to it for a series, because while there is some significant changes to the map that Stevie's done, it is still a very similar look and feel to the base Elm Creek as far as the actual outlook goes. But I don't know. We may do a small series on that. It won't be like a regular. We may just do a little bit of work on it and just see how it comes out. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. There is one series that probably will most definitely take off, because we didn't really do it in FS19 in the end. And that is from the Old Stream farm, I think it is, from Black Sheep Modding. That is coming back to FS22. I've seen their work on it, so It's a map that we played a lot of on FS17 and loved it. And similar to this, it'll be a map for smaller equipment, not for the big equipment. That will most likely, almost definitely, get a run as a series in FS22, at least initially. So that's certainly something that's coming on the horizon very soon. So we'll see that. Now, Oxygen David also does have Calmsden Farm that's going to be coming out very soon. Now, that's also an option. I may look at that. One of the things about that farm is everyone's going to be jumping on that farm. So I don't know. I may just give that a pass. I like Oxygen David's work. Don't get me wrong. I've not found myself comfortable on any of his farms. I think there was only one I found. I can't remember the name of that. But I did enjoy playing. So, I mean, look, I'll give it a go and we'll see. I won't make promises that you won't see it, but I won't promise that you will see it either. But we'll definitely have a look over the map. I definitely plan on doing effectively like a bit of a first look and tour of maps. That I think most people will like. I'm not going to do all maps. I'm not going to go out and put a rating on maps. I think that is too much of a personal bias. So I will showcase maps that I like for my gameplay, and like I said, I'll sort of showcase what I think my viewers will appreciate and like. If there's a map, for instance, that comes out that you would like to see, however, and you would like to see what I think of it, then feel free to drop me a line on Discord, and I'll have a look at it. But by and large, yeah, I won't be rating, and I don't rate mods. I won't rate them in any way, shape, or form. I will present to you mods that I find that that I like, that I think are a good add, but I definitely won't be providing any form of rating on it, because I think that's too much of a personal bias, and what I may like in a map, you may not like in a map, and Vicky Verka. But I think showcasing the map on its look, its feel, what it's got in it, and things like that, that is probably something that is important to showcase. So just so you're very aware of how and why I'm going to do things here on this channel, I think that's important to know as well. All right, so we've finished the sorghum harvest. So next we're going to head over to field 7 and get this harvest underway. So I'm just going to position the combine over there, and we're going to take that load of sorghum off and put it into the silo, and then we can continue on with the harvest. And I've just realized I haven't put the time back up, but I'm going to put it on 15 times for a little bit just to catch up, because that was very bad of me. All right, let's shut the engine off, grab this guy and head off. Get that done. This guy over here is almost finished with the ploughing, although as you can see he has missed it bits and pieces. We're going to have to go over and fix up, but he's done generally a good job over there, which is good. Obviously going across the hill is better for him to handle, and that's one of the things you have to sort of manage, I guess, with running your work. You've got equipment that you know is not going to handle the extra weight and difficulty on the engine and the power plant, the drivetrain to get up a hill and pull a big plough. Same as this thing's having trouble pulling up the hill. Then you make allowances for it by going across the hill, for instance, or zigzagging or whatever else. So going across the slope in that regard has actually helped him out a heap. Right. Here we are, we're going to dump the sorghum. Okay. Still do love the sounds that are in FS22. Hydraulic sound and the sounds of the definite clumps when it engages and disengages and drops in position, all that sort of stuff like that. Awesome. Yeah, love it. Right, off we go. Another field harvested. So far we've got wheat, we've got canola, and we've got sorghum of varying levels. I think we've got another entrance down here near this field, so I'll just go down here, park off the field near the combine. There it is. All right, done. All right, let's go and check on the plough. Yeah, he's done all right. I can't complain too much with that. He's got the majority of the work done. That's all right. Fine, no worries. All right, what we might do though, just to chase it up a little bit, we might grab the John Deere and see if it's going to die under the workload. But I might go grab the lime spreader and we'll get some lime spread just to actually no, I don't need the lime spread. I need to do some rock picking, so we'll do some rock picking before we do anything else. So we'll go off, get the Scorpio, see if this thing can run that on the field. Can't remember what the HP requirement was for the Scorpio. No, I don't even know where I put it. I think it's over the other side of the farm. We'll just give it a go. If it can't do it, we'll just put it down to the fact that it's John Deere, and then we can just laugh all that off because it's just so true. But the quality of the Scorpio will far outstrip the John Deere because obviously the Scorpio's in the wonderful glass colours. Right, let's go. Right, in fact, we're actually getting to the point where it's time to say goodbye, so we're probably not even going to get a lot of this done. But we will certainly get started with taking the stones off this field, and we can continue that on off camera. And then what we can do is we can come back when we're close to finishing that. We won't harvest the other field yet. We'll leave that field 7 until we do come back. For now, we'll just concentrate on getting these other 2 fields prepped. So what we'll do is we'll collect all the stones and we'll get prepped ready for the lime spreading. We'll do the lime spreading in the next episode as well, and that way you're not going to miss out on the core jobs we're going to get done prior to our seeding the fields and continuing on with our harvesting. So that's what we'll do for that. Yeah, no, I pressed the raise button and it didn't work. I know, I get you. All right. Okay. This is obviously, by the way, the Stevie version of the Scorpios. That's why it does run a lot quicker. Has a fast operating speed and a higher capacity for its tank. So it's not just your eyes that are deceiving you in the fact that I'm running quite quickly. 22 kilometers an hour, so I missed that set of stones there, at picking up the stones. So it's just working as intended. Right, but that is, like I said, that's time for us to say goodbye for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, make sure you press that like button. That helps us with YouTube algorithm and everything else going on. And also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Like all those people that have just been shown, hopefully below on the screen, have joined us most recently. And of course, if you do press the subscribe button, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware when more videos in the Riverview series and our other series are made available on the channel. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord and Facebook. Details for them are down below in the comments. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we will see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Riverview Farm on Farming Simulator 22. See you all later. Bye.